The story begins with a woman rushing into a cafe. Her name is B, and she has come to use the washroom. She asks the shop employee about the washroom, but according to the rules, only customers can use this facility. There is a long line of customers inside the cafe. B starts pleading with the staff, but the woman working there refuses. She says, "Rules are rules. I can't do anything." In this crowd, an attractive young man named Ben is standing in line. To help B, he tells the employee that B is his wife. B is quite impressed by this stranger's help and his looks. She orders him a coffee and, handing the coffee to Ben, heads toward the washroom. Inside the washroom, B's phone rings. She gets busy talking and also delays drying her hands, spending quite a long time inside. When she comes out, Ben asks her out on a date. Both leave the cafe together, have dinner, and eventually go to spend the night together. The next morning, when B wakes up, she feels strange and leaves without telling Ben anything, without any notice. When Ben wakes up, he feels very bad. Just then, his friend Pelu Chand, whom they call Pete, arrives. Seeing the leftover food from the night, Pete immediately guesses that a beautiful guest had stayed over at Ben's place last night. He starts teasing Ben. Ben irritably says that the girl means nothing to him and is worthless. He gets very angry and leaves from there. Now the story moves forward 6 months. Ben and Pete go to a club. Pete's sister, Floria, is also there, who has come with B's sister, Nia. B also arrives there. Ben and B have an argument about that night's incident, after which both start ignoring each other. B tells Ben that she is engaged. Ben asks, surprised, "So you're getting married?" B replies, "Don't worry, I'll definitely send you a wedding invitation." After this, both make a fun wedding video together with Nia and Floria's parents, as the latter two are going to get married in Australia. After this, B boards a flight to Australia. Ben is also traveling on the same plane. Ben sees her, goes near her, and says, "Look, what a coincidence. We both are going to the same place on the same flight." He starts asking about her broken relationship, to which B warns him to go away. Ben offers to order food for her, but B refuses. At night, B goes to use the washroom to freshen up, but someone else enters before her. Just then, her gaze falls on Ben sleeping in his seat with food kept beside him. Feeling hungry, B picks up that food and starts eating. Suddenly, a part of her dress gets stuck in Ben's seat. In trying to free it, she almost takes off her dress, but in the process, she comes very close to Ben. The next day, Pete comes to pick them up at the airport. He announces that everyone will stay together in the same house until the wedding day. This news is unpleasant for both Ben and B, as they want to stay completely away from each other. Everyone reaches the house. Pete introduces them to Nia and Floria. Then everyone goes for a walk by the sea. B and Nia take off their clothes and go into the water to swim. Meanwhile, Floria tells Ben that his ex-girlfriend Morgan is also here. Ben goes to meet her. Morgan's seen changing her clothes and both hug each other, reminiscing about old memories. On the other hand, B is helping and supporting Nia for her wedding. Suddenly, her eyes fall on Ben and Morgan. Nia tells her that Morgan is Ben's old girlfriend. B says casually, "I don't care," and leaves from there. Meanwhile, Ben and Morgan are talking when Lucas arrives, who is Morgan's current boyfriend. Morgan introduces them, and Lucas invites Ben to dinner. On the other side, B is looking at something on her laptop when her parents come, and during conversation talk to her about marrying Jonathan. This is the same Jonathan with whom B had already broken up. Hearing this, B's mood spoils, and she goes to the washroom and starts crying. Just then, a voice comes from outside. "Get ready for dinner." B wipes her tears and gets ready. Meanwhile, Ben is also looking at old photos in his room when someone calls him for dinner as well. Both come out of their rooms and meet on the way. They arrive at dinner together, where everyone is gathered. Before eating, B's parents say a few words, and after that, everyone digs into the food. Floria sprays something on Ben's pants and then on B and tells them to stay calm. Then a strange game begins, in which B and Ben clash again. In anger, a rocket slips from B's hand, and it sets a ball on fire. This ball belongs to Naya. To put out the fire, Morgan takes off her clothes and starts dousing the flames, which makes everyone angry with her. After this incident, Floria's parents suggest that if B and Ben are reconciled, there will be no further obstacles in the wedding. Everyone makes this plan and gets to work the next day. Ben is about to take a shower when Floria's father talks to Pete, saying that B loves Ben very much, but they wish that B herself goes and tells this to Ben. Similarly, Floria and Nia also go to B and start listing Ben's good qualities. Just then, Ben arrives there, and seeing him, Floria and Nia hide. B smiles and says, "Looks like these two have fooled you too." Ben tells her about the entire conspiracy of Floria's father and Pete, and they realize that this is a ploy to bring them together so that the wedding can happen peacefully. Just then, Floria's mother arrives and says, "Your uncle forgot his glasses on the boat. You both go and get them." She deliberately sends them alone so that they can spend some time together. Both try to swim to the boat. Ben can't swim for long and starts gasping. B helps him, and both get the glasses from the boat and return. On the shore, B's mother arrives with Jonathan. B says to Ben, "So many people are trying to unite us, so why don't we pretend to actually be close to each other? This will help me too." and you can also make Morgan jealous. Ben agrees to this proposal. Then B comes close to Ben and suddenly jumps into the water, and Ben jumps in after her. Now everyone is planning an outing. B and Ben start pretending to be close to each other. Jonathan arrives there and says that B's father invited him. B introduces him to Ben, and Ben says, "I am B's friend, a very close friend." Hearing this, Jonathan falls silent. While leaving, B's mother advises her to spend some time with Jonathan, but B clearly refuses. Everyone goes for an outing. On the way, Ben suggests, "We need to do something so that everyone believes in our love." When they are at a high point enjoying the view, they pretend to be romantic, but everyone is busy looking at some other animal. Just then, B sees a spider on Ben's clothes. Ben gets scared and takes off all his clothes. Meanwhile, B's father is learning to swim. Ben arrives there and offers to teach him swimming, as he learned this art from his mother. B also arrives there and tells everyone that she and Ben are very happy and are trying to understand each other. B tells Ben to go take a shower. On the other side, Jonathan plays chess with B. B's parents are happy seeing this. Ben sees this scene and goes to his room, but Morgan stops him and, while offering him coffee, talks about B. Later, Ben comes to B's room and says that we need to act even better. In the evening, everyone leaves for a party. Morgan sits in Ben's car. At the party venue, everyone boards a ship. Ben stops to help B disembark, and during this, they have physical contact, which everyone notices. During the party on the ship, Morgan talks to Ben about old times and remembers their breakup. She says, "We used to have so much fun. I still remember that night you gave me water." Everyone dances. Ben and B also dance together and strike a beautiful pose, making everyone applaud. Only Morgan and Jonathan are not happy. Suddenly, B slips and falls into the water. Ben immediately jumps into the water to save her. B asks, surprised, "Why did you jump? You're afraid of water." Ben replies, "I couldn't leave you alone." A rescue team extracts them via helicopter. Ben is afraid of heights, so B sings to calm him down, and Ben starts singing along with her. Returning home, they have dinner together and get close to each other. In the morning, when everyone calls out to them, Ben quietly leaves from there. B's parents are cleaning handprints on the glass. Ben and Pete go to the market, where Pete tells Ben, "Fall in love with B for real." Ben replies, "She's living a good life. I don't want to trouble her because of me." On the other side, Morgan and B are at a shop. Morgan asks, "Do you and Ben love each other?" B clearly denies it. When B returns home, her parents are angry with her for spending the night with Ben. At this, B angrily blurts out that there was nothing between her and Ben, it was all just an act, and she starts saying bad things about Ben. Meanwhile, a dog grabs the wedding cake and ruins it, which makes Floria very angry. Everyone goes inside, where Nia and Floria are also arguing with each other. Seeing all this, Ben comes to B and asks her to put on this act one last time. Everyone reaches the wedding venue. Ben and B apologize and promise that they won't fight today. During the wedding, B looks at Ben with loving eyes. When the dancing starts, Morgan dances with Ben and kisses him while dancing. B sees this and becomes very sad. Nia and Floria advise her to go out alone in the car for a while. B leaves from there. Ben also becomes sad. Then B's father explains to Ben that B truly loves him. Ben first gets angry and says it's all an act, but B's father tells him that he has also fallen in love with B, he's just not able to accept it. Ben asks worriedly, "So what should I do now?" Floria tells him that B has gone alone to cry. Ben drinks Jonathan's coffee, calls the rescue team, and jumps into the sea. B is sitting there, very sadly. The rescue team safely extracts her via helicopter. Ben pleads with the rescue team to take him to the water park. B feels happy hearing the helicopter sound. Ben reaches there and runs like crazy towards B and apologizes. Then they kiss each other. At the party too, they happily embrace each other. Both are very happy and now decide to stay together forever. With this, the story ends.